The Premier League, one of the most exciting leagues in the world, and one of the most competitive. Today, I will be ranking them all on who I think will finish in what place. You may disagree with these predictions, but this is just what I think. Let's get right into it. Okay, let's start with who I think will be last, Norwich. Um, they've just come up from the championship, uh, and they are like they would be a great championship team, and they are. But they they aren't quite good enough for the Premier League. They've sold Buendia and they to Aston Villa, and I don't think they are as good anymore without him. So I do think they will finish last. Next, I think will be Crystal Palace. Um, they're kind of in shambles because half the team are out of contract. Patrick Vieira's got like a really hard job if he wants to keep them from relegation. And now 18th, Watford. They have some very good individual players, but I don't think as a team they can stay in the Premier League. So I do have to say they will get relegated. Okay, next, 17th. But I think it will be Southampton. They they are a they are a decent team. They have sold Danny Ings, and that is the main reason I have put them 17th, barely out of relegation. So that is the main thing that made them so that made them such. They would have um like been higher up if they did have Danny Ings, but I have put them there. Now, I think 16th will be Newcastle because they don't have a great team, to be honest. It could be much better, and they they're not going to really do great. But it's okay. 15th. Now, I think Brighton. They've sold Ben White, probably their star player. They don't really have a great player anymore, a really good player anymore. So I do have to put them quite low down in the bottom half of the table. So and we go on to 14th, Brentford. They're just they they come up, and a lot of people would probably say they'll be last, but I think they will do decent. I think they're a team who has some great wingers, and they have potential to be a decent Premier League club. Then we have 13th, Burnley. They're a quality team, very hard to break down. They are pretty mid-table to me. They don't have a they don't have a prolific striker. They don't have someone who can go out score every game, or at least like every few games, or couple of games, but I think they will do okay. 12th now, Leeds. They've had a bit of a rough start to the season, so they're not great, doing great currently, but I think they'll finish 12th. That's decent, mid-table. Then now 11th, Aston Villa. I think they they are better off without Jack Grealish. They've sold him for 100 million, and I think the players they bought are better than Jack Grealish overall. So, Danny Ings, Leon Bailey, and um, Buendia. I can't say his name. I probably butchered it, but still, they look like a really good team now. So I do think they will finish 11th, which is again mid-table. Now 10th, Everton. they like they have Dominic Calvert-Lewin, who's a good, like a very good striker. They have Richarlison, a very fast player. They have James Rodriguez. You can't forget him. He has a powerful shot and very good at getting assists. So I think they will finish right in the middle. 9th, very probably made a bit of a mistake in this one, and a lot of people disagree with me. I've put Wolves there, even though they've sold Real Patricio to Roma. They did get Jose Sarr, who is a decent player, keeper. Watched him a few times. He's decent. I think they can get finished there. So controversial one, I guess. Now 8th, Arsenal. They've recently got the signing of Odegaard and Ramsdale complete, and they are like very good players. Especially, I really rate Odegaard myself, but I think Aubameyang's gotten a bit greedy, and I'm not sure how well he'll do against like bigger clubs, because I know they've beaten someone in the cup like 6-0 and he got a hat trick, but two of them were tap-ins. I don't think he will do as well against like Man United, for example. So I've had to put them in 8th. Okay, 7th, West Ham. They've got Declan Rice, they've got Thomas Souček, they've got like Diop, they've got some very decent players. Fornals, I think they can finish quite highly. 6th, Spurs. If they didn't get Nuno in, then I don't think they would have been this high for me. But I think now they are quite a decent club, hard to beat. So I put them in 6th. Okay, 5th, Leicester. Leicester is like, it is a decent team. I mean, they have Daka, new signing. They have signed quite like 2 players already from France. Um, even though I think Perez is not good enough for Leicester, so I think they should play Harvey Barnes instead of him. Um, Obviously, having Fofana out is a big downfall for them, but I think they will still get high in the league. Now, fourth, the club I support, and I think are decent, are a good club, have a great manager. Liverpool, the sold Wijnaldum, which is quite bad for Liverpool. I don't, I don't think they're quite like title contenders, but I think they will get into the top four Champions League. So they are decent. Now third, I've put Manchester United, and I know they've made the big signings of Varane and Sancho, but I don't think Solskjaer's tactical enough, and I don't think he can help them. Like he can win the league. So I've put them in third. Now, second, I've decided to put Chelsea. They are, I think, Tuchel is a very solid manager, and he, I think he will be able to make them because they are very hard to beat under him, and I think he has made them play some great football. And they've also got the new signing of Lukaku, so I do think he will um, be like a very good um, manager. He's won the best in the league, so I've put Chelsea second. Now, first, a lot of people probably would say this: Manchester City. They are probably Ruben Diaz is just like outstanding. I don't know what to say about him. He's amazing. He he's great, but then you have also the new signing of Jack Grealish. He is coming from has come from Aston Villa, and I think he is like a top player, even though I would not put his price tag at 100 million. But anyway, that's my prediction for the Premier League this season. Um, then I guess bye.